What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review, and I'm here to give you my review of Hobbs and Shaw, or Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw. You know, here's the thing about it. It's everything you would expect it to be. I mean, so you have a movie that is your typical action movie. This is like something out of the 1990s. You know, this is a 1990s flick that has been transported to modern day, and I can't say that I hate it. You know, the fact that we've got this throwback action movie, it's just a lot of fun. It's a buddy cop movie, only you got two people that hate each other, much like you get in a lot of buddy cop movies. But you've got two people who legitimately hate each other, who come together, become friends, and end up working together to stop this greater threat. Oftentimes in these movies, this greater threat is technologically superior or supernatural, or you know, just something. It's greater than the hero is. It's something that the hero has to overcome. The problem is that in this case, our hero is The Rock, and our hero is Jason Statham. So for us to get a villain that has to be overcome, we have to create something that, as Idris Elba says, is Black Superman. So this movie has a lot of flaws. This movie has a lot of flaws. It is completely silly. It ignores any laws of physics. A lot of the dialogue was cringeworthy. A lot of the action wasn't cringeworthy. The action was a lot of fun, but a lot of the dialogue was really cringeworthy, and a lot of it just felt kind of paint by numbers. That being said, it was still a fun movie. I had fun with it. It was not anywhere near the top of the Fast and Furious movies as far as the franchise is concerned. I still think 5 is the best. You know, 7 is close to the top. I actually really liked 8. I know some people didn't, but I really liked 8. But it's a serviceable Fast and the Furious movie without any of the Fast and the Furious members in it, other than The Rock and Jason Statham. Right down to the fact that family is a theme of this movie. You even have, you know, Helen Mirren shows up as Jason Statham's mom in this. So she's a holdover from the Fast and Furious franchise, even though she's only in it a very little bit. So they do have their ties to the Fast and the Furious franchise, for sure. But while this felt like a Fast and the Furious movie, and it was a decent Fast and the Furious movie, it still stood on its own in the sense that it kind of... I can say it stood on its own because it pushed the envelope further as far as believability. But let's face it, every Fast and the Furious movie has been continuously pushing that envelope further. So, yeah, honestly, this falls right in the line with Fast and the Furious. It really does. So, I believe that this movie will probably not get a sequel. I don't know. It definitely leaves the door open for a sequel. I just don't know that something like this is going to perform to the level that would warrant a sequel. This feels very much like an old 90s action flick, whereas the Fast and the Furious franchise, it feels very relevant, it feels very now, it feels very modern, it feels very current, where this didn't feel as current. This felt very 90s-ish. It even had a bit of a James Bond feeling to it. Not current James Bond, but old James Bond with the villain, the background villain. Not Idris Elba. There's another background villain or background organization that's in play here that made it feel like a old James Bond movie. So while it pushed the envelope, and it pushed the envelope, just like all the other Fast and the Furious movies are doing. The Fast and the Furious movies feel current. This did not feel current. This felt like a throwback. And that's fine. I love throwbacks. But I don't know that they're going to be able to build a franchise, a spin-off franchise, off of a throwback concept. But who knows? Maybe they will. The Expendables did it, so who knows? But The Rock was The Rock in this. He's a lot of fun, very physical, very funny. Jason Statham, not my favorite Jason Statham role, but he was also quite good in it. Vanessa Kirby, where did she come from? She is fantastic. Vanessa Kirby's fantastic. I was first introduced to her in the latest Mission Impossible movie. And I thought she was fantastic then. Vanessa Kirby's fantastic. Love her. There were some very nice cameos in this. One of them on an airplane. Another one involving a FBI agent. Really nice cameos. Really funny. Overall, yeah, it felt like a throwback, but it was a throwback that I enjoyed. It's not a great movie. I'm going to give Hobbs and Shaw a solid C. Thought about giving it a C plus for a second there, but Hobbs and Shaw is going to get that solid C. Thought it was good, thought it was serviceable, but it's nowhere near the top of the Fast and Furious franchise. So that's my thoughts on Hobbs and Shaw. Have you seen Hobbs and Shaw yet? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm getting close to that 100 subscribers, guys. Really close. I'm at 91 right now. You can help me by hitting subscribe. And as always, thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all of the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.